What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a great week, and for some of you, hope you're having a great start of the weekend. And welcome to this new video in which I wanted to focus on something that I don't focus on often. Most of my videos are very short-term focused, etc. But I wanted to make a video about 3 altcoins that I think will perform well in the short to medium to long term. All right. So what I mean with that is something like the next 2-3 months. So I will tell you what I like about these cryptos, these altcoins. We'll talk about the fundamentals. We'll talk about some technicals on the higher time frames, all right? Because we are looking at a little bit more longer term than usual. And and I must disclaim that I hold all of these coins, all right? Not all of them in spot. I actually have the first one we'll talk about, which you can already see some preview of right here. I hold in a leveraged position, but with a wide stop, and it's already in quite some profit. So kind of like spot, but then with a little bit of margin included. But let's get right into it. I'm not going to try to waste your time, so let's get into these coins. I would say that if you want to kind of classify the risk on these coins, I would say these coins have a relatively lower risk and therefore also a lower reward. But I do think if you look at like the top 100 in altcoins, I mean, if you want to make huge gains, I would focus on meme coins, but I think you can make some very nice gains with these and some very secure gains, all right? So with less drawdown and with less risk. So let's get right into it. The first coin we'll talk about is Phantom, all right? Now, Phantom, what I like most about this is that, first of all, if you take a look at the technicals, I think the technical structure for Phantom is very, very bullish, right? We found strong support right here at 30 cents, major high time frame support level. From there, we have started to form some sort of a bullish structure. Since the middle of September, we've consolidated and ranged between 60 and 75 cents. But if it follows the current structure it's in, then at some point of time, which we already tried last week, earlier this week actually, we will break out of this as well, and then we're aiming for 90 cents, 95 cents, and I think we can even get to the previous highs we made on the 22nd of March at 1.2. So there's definitely potential in this, and one of the reasons outside of the technical structure why I think Phantom is going to perform like this is the fundamentals, all right? For those of you who don't know, Phantom is going to turn into Sonic Labs, and I am fundamentally very, very bullish on Sonic Labs. Now, Sonic Labs itself is another EVM layer 1 blockchain, or another one. I mean, I guess you could compare it to something like the BNB Smart Chain. But that is, a brief overview is that it's a new layer 1 blockchain, EVM based. So there, in that, it very much differs from Phantom. It seems to be technologically very innovative in that it's a very fast and very efficient chain. There's a couple of things I like more. I think the developers behind Phantom, if you think about Andre Cronje, for example, I think they've already done a lot of great things in crypto, and that's why I also expect more from this. And just in general, the how the community and the sentiment around Sonic I like a lot. All right, they're doing an airdrop as well. They have some new things regarding how they treat decentralized applications. So, for example, if you actually build a decentralized application on Sonic, you gain a huge percentage of the gas fees spent on your decentralized application. No other chain has that, all right? So that, together with the hype that's already building for Sonic, the airdrop and all the inflow that we'll see because of that, I think makes Sonic one of the projects that I like a lot. The fully diluted value of Phantom right now is $2.3 billion. Compare that to other layer 1 blockchains, and that's very, very low, especially if you also look at the fundamental potential. Now, second of all, and this is a little bit more short term, it's Dogecoin, all right? Now, Dogecoin in this week has already performed very, very well. I took a position on this as well, a spot position around 12 cents. So that's now up, I think, about 15%, something like that, a little bit less. But I think this has a lot of potential as well. First of all, if we look at the technical situation, again, the structure is starting to look more bullish. We consolidated for some time right here between 9 and 11.5 cents. Got one fake out above that level at 11.5 cents. Now we have finally really broken out with volume, with momentum. And outside of that, and that's also one of the key reasons why this is a little bit more of a short-term play for me. One of the key reasons why Dogecoin is bullish right now is that Donald Trump is leading in the polls, all right? And there's this Dogecoin related department that Elon Musk wanted to set up if Donald Trump wins, etc. Therefore, Dogecoin is pumping. But outside of that, like I said, the technical structure actually looks primed here as well. There's a lot of resistance at 14 cents, but once we've broken above that, 17.5 cents is the next major target. And with the way that the meme coin narrative right now is developing in crypto, there's basically three reasons, right? Because you have that meme coin narrative. If retail actually does come back into crypto, which I do expect somewhere in the next 3 to 4 months, Dogecoin will be one of the meme coins that will perform very, very well. Like I said, outside of that, the technical structure supports that thesis, and the fundamentals right now, more recently with the presidential polls, I think help that as well. So Dogecoin, it's at resistance right now. I'm not certain if we'll break above that instantly right here, but overall, if we're looking at the next month to 2 months, and then a little bit later down the line as well, when retail comes back, I think this is an amazing pick to actually make some low risk, good profits. All right. And then the last project I wanted to talk about, and here, like I said, I mean, these are very much low risk, low potential, but more secure potential coins, because the last project I wanted to talk about is Solana. All right. I think Solana in general, I mean, if you look at this technical structure after we've had this massive parabolic run starting in October and ending in March, in 6 months, where we actually reached a massive price surge of about 870%. Since then, we've been mostly consolidating right here between 125 and 170, with the occasional breakout above that when Solana was fundamentally doing great. There's a slight bullish bias in this consolidation, but a market structure like this, where you have such a price surge and then a continued and sustained consolidation, which, to be honest, if you look at how the markets have been in the last couple of months, very bearish at times, it is quite noteworthy that Solana has been able to hold this range. But then outside of that, Solana is the second biggest layer 1 blockchain. There's a ton of activity on that. If you take a look at this, for example, the total value locked is at all-time highs and is still growing. The DEX trading volumes recently have seen a surge again. There's been a huge amount of activity on Solana. We will probably still see some sort of a Solana ETF narrative pop up. So for me, it's just a matter of time before we'll be able to break out of this range sustainably, and that we actually will kick in another surge in price. Now, obviously, we will not see an 800% move again, I think at least, but I do think we can get some decent moves into the 200, 300, and 400s at least. But for now, it's still waiting for that. We're still consolidating, so it's waiting for that major bullish breakout. But due to the fundamentals, that is something I do expect. But those are my thoughts for now. That's what I think you need to know. Those are 3 altcoins, which I think if you want to have some secure profits long term, if you want to have some major altcoins in your portfolio that can still perform very, very well compared to other altcoins and compared to the markets, I think these are 3 very good picks. Now it's up to you to do your research as well, develop a plan on what you want to do. And if you want any advice, anything, you can always join my Telegram and Discord groups for free and ask me in there. But that's what I think you need to know for now. So for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.